first impression of this thing is amazing. It just has a look to it that seems to indicate that every little thing that you'd want in an FPV quad, a pre-built, is built into it, such as these landing skids. I mean, that's a really obvious thing, but these pre-printed landing skids. The thickness of the carbon fiber on the arms is 5 millimeters. Those are very thick and hardy arms, so if you're gonna crash into stuff, they're gonna survive. It's got USB-C on the flight controller, which is something that you don't see very often, as well as USB-C on the Vista unit. Now, this thing does come in 3 flavors. It comes in an analog, a digital version with a Vista unit, and a digital version with a full Air unit built into it. I have the one with the Vista unit. They've also got this plate on the top that can be unscrewed and replaced with a camera mount for both SMO or naked GoPro, or a full-size GoPro mount can go on this thing. And the way the thing is built, it has a little divot in these aluminum alloy protectors on the side where the 3D printed piece sits on top of it. And so it's really gonna sit in there solid, and you're not gonna get any shake with the camera or have much risk of losing your camera. One other thing that I had never seen before, I'm sure many of you already have, but I had never seen, were these little plastic covers that hold the wires down that go from the motor over to the ESCs. These little plastic covers just protect these wires, and generally when I get a quad like this, the first thing I do is either tape or zip tie these wires down just to keep them from getting in the way of the props. These are so well protected by these plastic bits that I don't worry about that. And they've done a great job with cable management and just kind of the fit and finish and the way this thing is built. A couple of other specs on this thing. It's 225 millimeters motor to motor diagonally. It has a 2.5 millimeter top plate, a 2.5 millimeter bottom plate, and 5 millimeters on the arms, which is where you really need the most strength, because if you're gonna bash this thing, fly it in bandos, etc., it's really good to have that extra strength. So this comes in 2 editions, both a 4S and a 6S. This is the 6S version, and on the 6S edition, they do recommend this 1300 milliamp hour 6S battery. GEPRC actually makes them, so you can buy them directly from GEPRC, but it's gonna fit very nicely right here on this rubber piece that you put on to the top plate. And by the way, this has Bluetooth support, so if you wanna use Speedybee out in the field, which is not something I do, but I might give it a try now that I have this, comes with 2 different camera mounts, and these camera mounts are kind of divoted down on the bottom. They're convex on the bottom. So I don't have an SMO or a naked GoPro, so I'm probably gonna put on the full-size GoPro mount onto it for freestyle recording. So lots of options as far as carrying a camera. And again, a lot of power, so you can carry a bigger camera like a full-size GoPro. The other thing that it came with that I'm really happy about, because I've not seen this in many kits, is it actually came with some spare screws. Now, if you are new to quads or don't repair them that often and don't have a big set of screws, they're kind of hard to find. They're specialized, and it comes with them. So if you run into an issue of any of them vibrating out while you're flying and you have to replace it, you've got spares right here. All right, so that's kind of my impression of this thing straight out of the box. Again, just seems really well built with this aluminum alloy protection in the front, with the thick arms, with the way they've protected the motor cables and everything else, landing skids, etc. Very well thought out GEPRC. Let's see if it flies as well as it looks out of the box. Love to hear what you think about this guy. If you're looking for one, I'll put a link in the description, and comment, let me know what you think about GEPRC, other FPV quads. If you think there's a Freestyle 6S that you like better, let me know below and I'd love to check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. We'll see you next time on Ready, Set, Drone. Thanks for watching.